Hello everyone, I'm Tremayne, and this is my spoiler review of Days of Our Lives for the week of August 19th. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You can also help me out by hitting that like button, because every time you hit that like button, it lets YouTube know that this is a good video for Days of Our Lives viewers to watch to get their spoilers. So, also I should mention that if you watch The Bold and Beautiful, me and my co-host Cable did a interview with Aaron D. Spears. He plays Justin on Bold and Beautiful, and I finally finished that video. It's an hour and 20 minutes. It will be on my website, the United Creators Network, and you can watch the whole video for free, because even though it's $7.99 a month to subscribe to the network, right now I'm offering a lot of free programming just to get people to discover the site and see what's going on. So, that's where the interview is going to be. If you want to watch it on YouTube, I'm breaking it down into 3 different segments so that it's not such a large interview for people to watch at one time. It'll come out every Wednesday for the next 3 weeks. But if you want to see the whole thing at one time, go on ahead and check out my United Creators Network. So, without further ado, I'm going to go on ahead and give you your spoilers for Days of Our Lives, because I know that's why you're here. On Monday, August 19th, Gabby figures out Kristen's plan. Brady confesses to Eric that he and Nicole are back together. Kate receives an enticing Kate receives an enticing offer. We know that she's offered the CEO position at Demare Enterprises. And Will and Sonny break into Xander's secret box. On Tuesday, August 20th, Will suggests to Brady that Kristen could still be alive. Marlena relays to John her strange encounter with Nicole. Gabby questions why Stefan saved her life. Trip confides to Kayla about his feelings for Haley. So on Monday's episode, Kristen's about to kill Gabby, but Stefan comes in, he saves her, but she ends up knocking them both out and putting them into the Demare prison that's behind a bookcase. On Wednesday, Trip confides to Kayla, this is still Tuesday, about his feelings for Haley. He's about to leave the show, so it really doesn't matter at this point. Wednesday, August 21st, John and Marlena private pre-celebration is interrupted by a surprise guest. Now, that surprise guest is going to be Susan. Tony asks Nicole for a divorce. Gabby and Stefan give in to their true feelings for one another. Roman reluctantly goes along with Anna's plan. On Thursday, August 22nd, an explosive secret is revealed at John and Marlena's anniversary party. Of course, that's when John pulls off the fake Nicole mask and reveals to everyone at the party that Nicole has been Kristen this whole time. Eli receives stunning news regarding Kristen. That's when he'll find out from Xander that Kristen is still alive. Nicole realizes she must get rid of Susan. Anna and Tony kiss. Now, while still being Nicole, I guess this is before the mask comes off. Susan figures out that Nicole is really Kristen, so she ties her up and, gags her or whatever. And then that's when she eventually gets exposed. On Friday, August 23rd, Kristen is finally exposed. A desperate Kristen pulls a gun on Marlena. Brady demands answers, and Sarah comforts a reeling Eric. But not for long, but we'll talk about that later. And then we're going to do the spoilers that just gives it to you all at one time. It doesn't say when it will happen throughout the week, but that was a new site that I just read from that gives more that's going to happen daily, but they don't always update, so I can't always go to them. But I was able to today, so hopefully you enjoyed those spoilers. But this one is the bulk spoilers. It says Gabby is onto Kristen's master plan. Kate gets a dramatic Demare chance from Shin. Xander is the subject of Sonny and Will's sleuthing. Stefan plays hero for Gabby and Kristen. for Gabby, but Kristen locks them both in the Demir wine cellar. A return catches John off guard. Will warns Brady that Kristen might be around and very much alive. Roman has food for thought from Anna. In Deep, Kate has some explaining to do. Brady admits to Eric he is with Nicole now. Eric responds to his brother's reconciliation news. Tony kisses his beloved Anna and demands a divorce from Nicole now. Marlena notes to John that Nicole is not herself. Sarah is insecure again, and Eric gets emotional. Kristen locks up Susan. Kristen locks Gabby and Stefan in a wine cellar. See how it's out of order? How we know that on Monday she locks Kristen and Gabby. I mean Gabby and Stefan in the wine cellar. And it's not until I think it was Thursday that she actually locks up Susan. Things go crazy at John and Marlena's celebration. Xander has told the cops all about Kristen. John slaps Nicole and gets her mask off. Sonny and Will open Xander's box of secrets. Gabby is moved by Stefan's actions, and they go for greatness together. The jig is up for Kristen, and the cornered crazy Kristen aims a gun at Marlena. Brady tries to understand the latest lies, but his world is rocked. So those are the major spoilers for Days of Our Lives. For this week, we have a few more. Robin Strasser, who will be playing Vivian Alamain, will begin filming on, she will begin appearing on the show September 3rd. And she's only in 15 episodes, which is depressing. Now, Louise Sorrell did do a message to fans, and this is what she said. Louise Sorrell was unavailable at the time in the request for return. She wrote, I was given a week to return for a period of time. It was too short notice. I love Vivian. Maybe another time. So, basically what I'm getting from this is they, at the last minute, decided they wanted to throw Vivian into the mix, and it was only for 15 episodes, and the money probably wasn't worth it to her to go to a different coast for a couple weeks to do that. So no. But I love Robin Strasser. She was doing on One Life to Live. I'm sure she's going to do a great job, and I hope it's a good enough job to bring her back. We also, on that same day, William Ute returns to Days of Our Lives. He's, of course, Dr. Rolfe. And so he returns on September 3rd. It's a flashback sequence. This says it's probably a flashback sequence, but we know he's probably not dead either. The man who brings people to life, of course, will have a plan to bring himself back to life. But he comes back the same day as Vivian, so it may even be a recap of bringing her back to life or something. The jig is up for Kristen on Days of Our Lives. We already talked about that. That just goes into details that I already talked about. So this spoiler here, I put up because this is actually not next week, but the week after. I just wanted to throw this in there because all of you fans that hate Sarah and Eric together, get ready to laugh your butts off, because once Kristen is caught, and Stacey is on contract, so that means she's a long-term actor on the show. So all this craziness that she's done, they've got to figure out a way to get her out from under it so she can still pursue Brady and not be going to jail. And what she uses as leverage not to go to jail is saying that she'll reveal where the real Nicole is. So yes, Nicole is alive. I'm guessing she's with Holly, but she'll reveal where the real Nicole is if they will let her out of jail. So Eric finds out that the real Nicole is still alive. So where does that leave Sarah, dummy? So Sarah pretty much got 2 weeks of screwing with Eric before he finds out Nicole is alive and dumps her to go searching for Nicole. and he begs Eli to somehow get the DA to make a deal with her so they can find out where the real Nicole is. So yeah, poor Sarah. You know, she threw away her marriage, which was going to fail anyway because he was constantly cheating. But yeah, Sarah's about to do a whole lot of crying and be left wide open, ready for Xander to do what he got to do to, get in her heart next. In this last spoiler, we've already know is Kate gets the Demir job, and it just says, is Gabby out already? Well, yeah. So that'll just bring more turmoil for all those characters. So that's it for the spoiler review of Days of Our Lives. I'll just talk briefly about the week. This was a good week on Days. The only scenes that really were off-putting to me is the Tony and Anna scenes and Roman really seemed forced. It didn't really flow to me. It seemed kind of cartoonish. For Tony to actually believe that her and Roman were actually together. It just didn't. I don't think that part of it was written well. I didn't really that didn't really gel. Also, I did like that Eve got Justin to be her lawyer, and Adrian's upset, and it kind of gave me a glimpse of where they're probably going to go next with Eve. So I'm thinking that Eve will be in a new love triangle with Justin and Adrian, which is great because it gives Justin and Adrian something to do. Because, Adrian hasn't had a storyline in about a year. She had her big Bonnie storyline, and after that, we barely seen her or Justin. So if this brings them back into the forefront, I'm looking forward to it. We got more Jack and Jennifer not liking each other. That was boring. I know I got a major comment where one of the ladies in the comment section detailed how much she loves Jennifer and Jack, but I don't see it right now. Maybe when he gets his memories back, I'll like the couple more, but for now, they're still fighting, and he's still being very resistant to getting back together with her instead of really trying to. I probably would warm up to the character more if he really tried to pursue a relationship with his family and gave it the honest try rather than being very adversarial, because it's not really fun to watch. Of course, all of the Kristen, Xander, turned out I was wrong about Ben and Sierra, but that's what the spoiler said, so that's what I read, that Ben and Sierra get kidnapped by Kristen. That did not happen, so that spoiler was wrong. And so I'm sorry to give you that information, but she does kidnap Stefan and Gabby, so the other half of the spoiler was right about that. And the walls are just crumbling around Kristen and Tony demanding that he be let out of the marriage. All that stuff was good. So all of the Kristen storylines, Xander, all that, I loved it. I love getting a glimpse of what could bring Eve, Adrian, and Justin to the forefront. And the only snooze fest that I really could live without is when I saw somebody tumbling down the steps. I really thought it was like Kristen throwing Gabby down the steps or something, but it turned out to be Haley. So Haley went rolling down the steps. She didn't have a concussion, a bruise, or nothing, but she came tumbling down them steps like a circus tumbler, and it was perfectly fine. And her, I guess, minor drug addiction or whatever it is she's going through, using Tripp's sedatives. Where are they going with this? We know Tripp's leaving. I don't think they're going to make her a drug addict. I still didn't think that it was a good idea to have her seeing Claire trying to kill her, whatever, when she never really had a confrontation with Claire directly. So they still don't know what to do with Haley Chen. I'm glad they made her mother the DA. I would love for her mother to get a real love interest and, somebody on the canvas. I think the actress is being wasted. And I think I'll wrap up here. So I want to know what you thought about this week of Days of Our Lives. Is Haley still a useless character that hasn't really gotten a foothold yet? Or do you like Haley? You know, are you glad that the Kristen saga, this part of the Kristen saga is over, and she's no longer going to be pretending to be Nicole after next Friday? And are you excited to see the return of the new Nicole? And will you be upset and feel sorry for Sarah when she finds out Nicole is still alive and that she's going to lose Eric again? Or will you do what I'm probably going to do and just laugh at those scenes? So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.